In early 1945, Tokyo's skies were calm. Too calm. Japan's once formidable air force was fading, its best pilots lost in years of brutal combat. But in March of that year, a new sound thundered over the capital. A deep, powerful roar unlike anything Japanese pilots had ever heard before. It was the sound of America's P-51 Mustang, the fighter that would change the air war over Japan forever. For most of the war, Japan's cities were safe from direct American air attack. U.S. bombers didn't have the range to reach Tokyo from bases in the Pacific, but that changed in late 1944 when the United States captured the Mariana Islands, Saipan, Tinian, and Guam. From there, new B-29 Superfortress bombers could finally reach the Japanese homeland. However, there was a problem. At first, the B-29s flew without proper escort. Japanese fighters, Zeros, Kai-43 Oscars, and Kai-84 Franks, still tried to defend their skies. The B-29s were powerful, but vulnerable to concentrated fighter attacks. That's when the U.S. Army Air Forces introduced a new weapon, the North American P-51D Mustang, equipped with drop tanks, giving it the incredible range to escort bombers all the way from the Marianas to Tokyo and back, over 1,500 miles round trip. On March 4, 1945, for the first time, long-range P-51s accompanied B-29s toward Japan's heartland. The Japanese pilots who took off to intercept were expecting the usual heavy bombers, slow, lumbering targets. Instead, they found themselves facing fast, agile fighters with unmatched speed, dive capability, and heavy .50 caliber firepower. The P-51s tore through Japanese formations. Many Zero pilots couldn't believe it. They tried to climb or roll away, but the Mustangs followed them with ease. A Japanese veteran later recalled, "They came from the sun, silver birds diving faster than we had ever seen. We couldn't touch them." Within minutes, several Japanese aircraft were downed. The P-51s, flying in tight, disciplined formations, swept the skies clear, protecting the B-29s and hunting down any stragglers. Tokyo's defenders were stunned. Their home air defense had just met an enemy they could not match. A few days later, on March 9th to 10th, 1945, the same Mustangs escorted hundreds of B-29s during the devastating firebombing of Tokyo. That night, nearly 100,000 civilians were killed as the city burned. The single deadliest air raid in history. The P-51s roamed above, preventing Japanese interceptors from getting close to the bombers. When the surviving Japanese pilots tried to reach the formation, they were quickly shot down. The psychological blow was immense. For the first time, Japan realized the sky over its capital no longer belonged to the Imperial Air Force. By the summer of 1945, the P-51s ruled the air. Daylight raids continued, and Japan's once proud Zero fighters were helpless. Many pilots were barely trained, some with only 50 hours of flight time, sent up against seasoned Mustang veterans. The P-51s even began strafing airfields, trains, and ships across Honshu. Everywhere they went, Japanese resistance crumbled. When World War II ended in August 1945, Japan's skies were silent. The P-51 Mustang had done what few aircraft in history could claim: total air supremacy. For the Japanese pilots who faced them, the shock was unforgettable. From that day on, the sleek silver wings of the P-51 Mustang became a symbol of American air power, and the end of an empire's dream of dominance.